get you to say your name and your title, please?
Yes, my name is DarrelDeSouza. DeSouza spelled D-E-S-O-U-S-A. My title is Deputy Commissioner of the Baltimore City Police Department.
Great. And what has your experience been like in the Inside Out program?
It's been very rewarding. I actually helped facilitate the class. I was not in every single class from the beginning to the end, but I wanted to make sure that Baltimore was well represented. And I know that there's been issues historically in the past, and I realize that our young kids nowadays, they see things through a historical lens versus some of the kids and some of the officers now in a contemporary fashion. So I realized there was an importance. I realized that it was important for us to acknowledge the truth about things that happened in the past and how we go about reconciliation. So this class was very rewarding because it bridged that gap. And there is a gap that exists in the past. So from day one, last semester, it was a challenge when the students and the police officers first got together. You saw the divide in the class, and as the class went through the semester, you realized that that gap was being filled, and it was being filled by relationship building.
What do you think was the most important thing that you learned during the program?
I think the most rewarding thing I learned in the program was that there is a feel that young African Americans in the United States feel angry and afraid of the police. Now, it's okay to be angry at someone because you can build that relationship really, really quick, but when you're afraid of somebody, that really says a lot. So the experience in the class, just the bonding, the truth building, the relationship building, it helped divide, it helped put everyone together. So that probably was the most rewarding thing to see.
And what do you feel is the most valuable part of this experience?
The most valuable part, I probably would say, is seeing a young man or a young lady from Howard University who was afraid of the police at the beginning of the semester or afraid of police in general, and seeing a police officer who didn't know quite how to relate to a young man or a young woman, and them coming together and building together. And I realized that building this relationship is more than just sitting in a classroom and hearing a lecture or looking at a PowerPoint. It's building this relationship is sitting with someone every day and understanding both differences that both sides may have, and realizing that we have to do this together. If we don't do this together, we don't build partnerships together, and we're going to suffer. And the trick behind it is building this partnership with young men and young women in the community pre-crisis. So when a crisis does exist, you understand why we were there, you understand why we did what we did.